So let's talk about evolving as a person, right? Whether you are consciously trying to or it's just happening to you and you don't know, everybody goes through changes, okay? Because life changes, your jobs, your relationships, your family, your behaviors, your beliefs. These things will evolve whether you want them to or not. It is the natural course of action, and throughout your life, you are going to evolve. And when this is happening, your frame is changing, right? The filter through which you view life begins to change. And as that filter changes, you begin to change, the things around you begin to change, and your opinions about certain people, certain activities and behaviors begins to change. And this all happens gradually, but as it happens, you may begin to feel a sense of loneliness. Because doors that should have been closed a long time ago will begin to close. And people that you should have cut loose a long time ago, or people that you shouldn't have cut loose, but now it's the time, you begin to cut those people loose, and they begin to drift away. And these could be close friends, these could be family members, these could be any kind of acquaintance. These are people who, whether you like it or not, have become dead weight. And in many ways, you will become dead weight to certain people, because certain friends that you hang out with, they may not be at that stage in life where they are ready to evolve. They might not be ready to move on. They might still be in the learning process, because there is a process of pain and learning and anguish and hard work that has to be completed before you can change and evolve as a person. And those periods are of different lengths and intensity for different people. And your friends may not be in the same place you are, and you may feel lonely as they begin to move further away from you, or you begin to move further away from them. So as you begin to change and you feel resistance, if you're feeling resistance from the people around you, from your surroundings, from the environment in which you live, if you feel that resistance, that's a good thing, because it means you're changing, and it means the world is picking up on it. And in the same way that people who don't like the change will sense that and give you resistance, people who do like the change will also sense it and begin to give you a hand. And you will move towards what you're supposed to be moving towards, whether the world helps you or not. And whether you want to or not, ultimately. So focus on the changes, focus on the things that matter to you, and if you truly want to keep advancing in your life, you have to cut the dead weight. And that can come in the form of people, jobs, relationships, behaviors, anything, really. There are all kinds of things that will slow you down during this process. And that's the reason why it takes so long, because there's so much dead weight in this life, and your job as someone who is consciously trying to get better is to figure out what that dead weight is and to cut it off, okay? It doesn't have to be harsh, it doesn't have to be immediate, but you have to begin, you have to molt, right? You have to shed that old skin, and it can be a painful process, it can be a lonely process, but it's worth it. It's worth it, because at the end is a new you, a newer life, and the doors that closed will turn into open doors further down the road. So focus on your change, focus on your journey, and don't give too much weight to how other people feel. Focus on what you feel.